Hey guys, Movie Junkie for Life here, and this is going to be my review of The Accountant, directed by Gavin O'Connor and starring Ben Affleck, John Berthnall, sorry, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, Anna Kendrick, and J.K. Simmons. And The Accountant is a movie about a guy who is an accountant. He's also like a mathematics genius, and he's also a high functioning autistic person. He's hired by this firm to kind of deconstruct what's going on in their books because they believe someone is stealing money. And he uncovers something that leads to a bigger plot. The thing about this character is that he's not just an accountant, but he also happens to have a certain set of skills, as Liam Neeson would say. So, The Accountant is a movie that caught me completely off guard. I wanted to see it simply for the fact that it starred Ben Affleck, and I liked the look of the film because I'm a fan of Gavin O'Connor ever since I saw Warrior. That's one of my all-time favorite movies. Warrior was the MMA movie he did that was so much more than just an MMA movie. And when I realized he was the director and it starred Ben Affleck, who I'm sure must have also had some input in the writing of it, I have to look into that. I really wanted to see this movie. I didn't know what to expect because I didn't really dig into the background of this movie. I don't really do that as much as I used to because at the end of the day, I find they give away so much information now that it kind of spoils things for you. So I went into this one blind, and I'm very, very happy to say The Accountant is an amazing movie, guys. This movie is so much more than what I expected it to be. First of all, let's talk about the look of this film. The character, Ben Affleck's character, I think his name is Christian Wolf. He is an autistic person, and they treat that with a lot of respect here. It's not treated like, in older films, this is almost treated as something like a mental disability. It's not treated like that here. But it does show you how it makes him stand apart. This is a man who wants to connect with people but just doesn't know how to do that. And the way he thinks, the way he sees numbers is just on a different level from everybody else. But what I liked visually about this movie is that to me, his surroundings were almost like an extension of the way he thinks. Everything is very neat and in place. It's almost clinically cold the way some of these shots look. And as the movie goes along, there's more disarray, which kind of shows what's happening to him. I love the look of this film. I really did. I loved everything about the interior and the exterior shots. Everything about this movie looked amazing. And then of course there was the acting. It always kind of messes with my mind. We live in a superhero era right now, and it's just so weird to see the Punisher and Batman in the same movie. It's like, okay, Punisher is fighting Batman. It's kind of cool. But that being said, everybody here gave it their best, and Ben Affleck is really, really good here. This movie is almost like while I was watching I was thinking John Wick. I was thinking Good Will Hunting. I was thinking Big Bang Theory. It's just so weird, the things about his personality that would relate to other things that I had seen. I was like, you know what? If Sheldon Cooper had muscles and fighting skills, he would be the accountant. It was almost like that for me a little bit. And it's a movie that has so much more going on for it than just action. This movie has a lot of dramatic beats. It's funny. It's funny even in a way where you shouldn't be laughing, but you're laughing at certain aspects of it. It's clever. It's a mystery. It doesn't feed you all the information like these movies usually do. This is a movie where you have to pay attention and really follow this story because they don't give you all the answers from the word go. As the movie unfolds, we learn more about Christian and what makes him the way he is, and we learn more about the other people involved as well. It's not just him, and that's another thing about this movie that's pretty awesome, in that everybody gets development from the people who are chasing him, which is like J.K. Simmons, and I'm sorry, I don't know the actress name. I think she plays a character named Miranda or Melinda. from the side characters, the people who hire him, everybody gets a certain amount of development that you get invested in these characters. You want to know their story. You want to know what are their motivations. And I really like that. It's not, I mean, I love John Wick. John Wick is an awesome movie. But at the same time, we don't really know that much about the other people. We know about John. Here, everybody is developed. And it's done in a way that the pacing is never boring. And then, of course, we have the action. The action set pieces in this movie are so freaking well done. I mean, John Wick is going to come to mind over and over again while you're watching this movie, but it is its own thing and it's brutal. I mean, the efficiency in which he handles accounts is how this man handles dispatching people. So it's really, really good. And I always like heroes who have, while they are not like Superman type characters where they're not squeaky clean like a Captain America, they have their own moral codes, and he has one. He has lines he does not cross. He has things he will punish you for want of a better word, and things he will look at as, you know, you're a good person, but don't get on this man's wrong side. Guys, the action in this is so good. It's not an action movie per se. I would say this movie is more of a drama. It has comedic elements as well, and there's action in it, but it's not as action driven as John Wick. But this movie, guys, is so damn good. This is one of Ben Affleck's best performances. I love the look of this movie. I love the pacing. I was never bored, even in the quiet moments of this movie. This character is so engaging that you can't help but be completely invested in the mystery as this movie unfolds. So The Accountant was really, really good. And for me personally, I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. Because if there's anything about this movie that I would have to maybe minus a point for, is that it's not going to be a movie that everybody's going to be into. I think some people will go into this movie expecting a drama and the action might surprise them. I think some people might go expecting an action movie along the lines of John Wick and the drama might surprise them. And by surprise, I mean it may disappoint or it may affect the way they view this movie, which is sad because I think this was something that we haven't seen in a while. This is a movie with some originality to it. And I really, really enjoyed this movie, guys. It's out in cinemas now. I highly, highly recommend going and check it out. If you're looking for something to watch this weekend, go check out The Accountant. And I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. Okay, guys. Till next time.